Hello, welcome to Cube Puzzle Fun. Cube Puzzle Fun is a YouTube channel for cubing explorations and explanations where we tell you not just what to do on a cube, but also how to do it and why it works, things like that. Get into some of the cubing theory, but not in a complicated way. Cube Puzzle Fun, in order to keep it fun, we make it suitable for beginners. Usually most videos on Cube Puzzle Fun are absolutely entry level so that beginners can easily follow along. This particular video about doing a belt solve on a windmill cube, a little bit more intermediate, little maybe possibly a little bit advanced, but that's all right. If you are unfamiliar with a windmill cube or a belt solve or any of that kind of stuff, just stick around. Maybe you'll find that you would like to get yourself a windmill cube and try it out and see what it's all about. I will be telling you a little bit about a windmill cube and telling you a little bit about a belt solve. I stumbled across this whole belt solve on a windmill cube when over the weekend I took this windmill cube camping with me and the family, and just got a little bored with just solving it the same way over and over and over again. So I have a thing on Cube Puzzle Fun called the Belt Solve Challenge, and I was just curious, like, hey, what would happen if I tried to belt solve a windmill cube? Real quick, I will tell you about a belt solve. A belt solve is when you take a regular 3x3 Rubik's Cube and you create a belt or an equator going around, and you just take any four edges that go around this way and you put those in first as fast as you can so that you have a solid line. It's like solving the middle first, and then you have like a top side and a bottom side, and you get all the top side pieces up to the top side and the bottom side pieces down to the bottom. It's definitely fun. It is, I find, a little bit less fun on this guy. This is a windmill cube, and the windmill cube has two sides. In my case, a white side and a yellow side that have 9 pieces, 9 shapes, and then it has 4 sides going around which just have 6 shapes each. And these two, the white and the yellow, have one centerpiece, and then they have 4 edges and 4 corners, and each of those 4 edges and 4 corners each have 2 colors on those pieces, and these just have 1 color on a piece. On a 3x3 cube, it will not matter if you put in the belt going this way around, or if you put in the belt going this way around, or if you put in the belt going this way. There are 3 different dimensions on a 3x3 cube, and they are all pretty much equal. On a windmill cube, very, very different animal. What the belt solve that I did and had fun with and learned a lot from, and will share with you what all I learned. I just constructed this belt around the middle, around the 4 sides that are similar, and I did not construct a belt around this way or any other kind of crazy way. Just, I don't recommend that. The first and one of the biggest differences that you will note on a windmill cube is that these pseudocenters, I won't really call them centers because there's 6 pieces on a blue side, not 9, so this isn't technically in the center, but these pieces that sort of anchor everything on each given side have a direction that they have to go. In a 3x3, it really doesn't matter. These centers can be oriented this way, or if they're 90 degrees rotated or 180 degrees rotated, it's all the same difference. You can't tell the difference at all. It looks, I mean, it's blue, and it's just gonna look blue no matter what. But Here we have this orange slopey thing, and this orange slopey thing is it's going to make a big difference if it's this way. If it's this way, that's very wrong, and if it's this way, that's very wrong, and even if it is this way, that's wrong. And so it is very possible to construct your whole belt going around in the wrong direction, so that the whole belt is all 100% wrong. And the only way that after you construct your belt, the way that you know whether you did it right or wrong, is you need a white or yellow center and the white or yellow edge that is right next to it. If you have a yellow center and a yellow edge that is laying down flat, or a white center and a white edge that is laying down flat, then you can swivel that so that it is over your anchor piece and see if they have the same slope. If they have the same slope, then you're good to go. If they have the opposite slope, if say for example if this was white and this white edge is laying down flat and it's sloped this way and then this anchor piece was sloped the other way, then that would let you know that you need to redo your whole belt and rotate it all, which takes a minute, but you know, I mean, if you want to be able to finish the thing, you have to put them in correctly. Next thing I do when I'm doing my belt solve on either the regular Rubik's Cube or this windmill is I will get the white pieces up to the side that has the white center, and the yellow pieces, you know, I'll get all the pieces that go up top, and all the pieces that go down, down. And the way that you do that is just you take a yellow edge and a yellow edge, you put those both over each other, and then you just twist this whole thing down so that the yellow that was up top goes down to the bottom, and then you substitute that yellow that's down at the bottom now with a white piece, and then you just bring it back up. So it's just a swap, and you just keep swapping those out. Anytime that you have a yellow up top, you put it up top and put a yellow down underneath it. You flip them over and swap out that yellow that's underneath for a white piece and bring it back up. That's the same whether you're doing belt solve on a windmill or a 3x3, but if I'm doing a belt solve on a regular 3x3 cube, and here I have my belt going around this way, you can end up with 3 edges up top that are behaving correctly, and one of your edges is just behaving a little weird. There's an easy way to get out of that, where you just sort of move it down and spin it around 180 degrees, and then it's ready to be moved back up. I mean, that's a move that doing belt solves over and over and over again I've gotten very used to doing, and it works great on a 3x3 cube. It does not work at all on a windmill cube for the exact same reason. Again, this anchor piece has a slope and it needs to maintain that slope, and when you do that move, it rotates your belt center around a little bit, and if you rotate this belt center around, it breaks the belt and you're done. So to be totally honest, I hope and try just not to ever get that situation, but if you do get that situation, what you actually have to do, and I'm not very good at doing it, I apologize, but you have to find the corresponding messed up piece down below, and I mean, you can swap them, but I'm just talking about getting them to actually lay flat. I can get the white one back up here and have the yellow one down there, but it's still misbehaving. It's in the wrong orientation, and in order to get it in the right orientation, you have to do all kinds of weird stuff, where if you know your 3x3 cubing, if you're on the last layer and you have this kind of situation, you sort of know how to do that thing that gets them flipped up correctly so that you have all 4 of them pointed up. You kind of have to treat this like that, where this going across is your correct line, and this is your incorrect stuff that you're trying to get flipped up. So you have to do that front face, top face, side, and then top back it out, and it's oh my goodness, it's a nightmare. But it is what you have to do in order to get any forward progress past this. When you have all your edges behaving correctly and they're laying down flat, you can use the same scenic route thing to, first of all, you find where two of your edges are lined up correctly. Oh goodness, these are opposite each other. But you can just do this the same as a normal 3x3 until you get all four of your edges over the right place. When you get to the corners on a windmill cube, the corner juggling will work the same. If real quickly, corner juggling is when you take one corner and put it in the protected zone, which is towards you and to the right, and then the other three corners you juggle them around so that this one goes here, this one goes here, and this one flips all the way over to here. But the thing of it is, on a windmill cube, each corner only has the two colors to go by. So whereas corner juggling on a 3x3 cube, you know whether you've put it in the right place or not. Here on a windmill cube, it can look like it absolutely is in the right place. You can be like, oh, this is white-orange, and I have it in the white-orange place. And there is a third color missing, which is not letting you know that you actually don't have it in the right place yet. And that just messed me up so much. So many times I was doing this beltsolve windmill cube and just gave up because I couldn't figure out where I was going wrong. And you don't want to give up, just push through it. And really what you want to do is just concentrate on one side at a time. Just like try to really figure out the top side or the bottom side. Just concentrate on that. And even if you get like two pieces that are in the right place and you're like, why won't these other two pieces go to the right place? You just have to reorient the cube and just work on getting one of them to the right place and then get the other one, because they can get crossed up in all kinds of weird ways and it just doesn't seem to make a lot of sense, but it's not wrong. I mean, you can tell the windmill cube that it's wrong, but it won't care. It'll just laugh at you or whatever. So that is the last thing that I learned about doing a belt solve on a windmill cube, is just that these corners are extra super tricky, and you just have to keep chasing them all around the cube until you finally get them in the right place, even if you thought you had them in the right place before. They're still not. I somewhat recommend this to people if you're feeling confident and you have a windmill cube. If this video has piqued your interest in a windmill cube, they're kind of fun to play with. They're a very different animal and interesting. You can learn interesting things. I like it. Thank you very much for watching this Cube Puzzle Fun video. Hope to see you again soon in some future episodes. Thank you again, and I will see you soon. Peace.